In this lesson, we're going to look at finding the rate of change. So the rate of change. A rate of change is the rate that describes how one quantity changes in relation to the other quantity. So what we have here then is that it's going to be the change in the y all over the change in the x. And we have what's called a positive rate of change when the relationship goes up from left to right. And then if it's going down from left to right, that is considered a negative rate of change. So example 1, how do I find the rate of change from a graph? Find the rate of change for each function represented by the graph. All right, so let's take a look at what we have here. We have band concert ticket sales. And in our x-axis, we have the number of tickets sold, and then we have the money collected. So remember, to find the rate of change, it is the change in the y all over the change in the x. So we're going to count how much we go up or down, all over how much we go side to side. So we need to start by picking 2 points. I'm just going to pick a couple of easy ones. I'm going to pick this one, and then I will pick this one right here. All right, so we're going to count how much we go up or down. In this case, we're going up. It's a positive rate of change. And you have to pay attention to the units that we have here. Notice that how much we're going up each of these is going up by 10. And then going over, we're going by 5. So I'm going up by 10, 20, 30. So I went up 30. So my change in the y all over the change in the x. So I'm going over now by 5s, 5, 10, 15. And we can simplify that. 30 divided by 15 is 2. And then it's going to be dollars per ticket. So for every ticket that is sold, it's going to cost $2. All right, so let's take a look at the next one. We have cookies needed. So we have in our x, we've got the number of people, and then in our y, we have the number of cookies. So again, it's a change in the y all over the change in the x. So I'm going to pick 2 points. I'll pick this point and this point. And it doesn't matter which 2 points. You do want to make sure that they are on, kind of on a whole number there. So let's count. We're going up by 10. So I went up 10, went up 20. So have the change in the y is 20. And then I'm going over 2, 4. So 4. So now I'm going to divide. I'll have 20 divided by 5. And so that means it's going to be 5 cookies per person. So for every one person, we'll end up with 5 cookies. All right, so our next one, we have the number of items sold and the price. And so notice how this is a negative rate of change. So I'm going to pick 2 points. It doesn't matter which 2 points. I think those 2 are the easiest. And notice we're going down. If you're going down or if you're going to the left, those are both negative. If you're going up or going to the right, those are always going to be positive. So I'm going to count down by 6s. I'm going to go all the way down, and I went down 36. And now because I'm going to the right, that's going to be a positive. So it'll be all over a positive 12. And this is going to be equal to negative 3. All right, so how do I find the rate of change from a table? Remember, we're looking at the change of the y all over the change in the x. So how much is it going up or down for how much it's going side to side? So our change in the y, we're going to look, and I'm checking to see, I went from 0 to 2, meaning I went up 2. And in the change in the x, I went up 1. And again, remember, it's a change in the y. The y is always on the top. I'm going to have 2 all over 1, which is going to be equal to 2. Let's see here. Would be degrees per hour. So in that case, it went up 2 degrees for every 1 hour. All right, in our next one, we'll take a look at, again, we start with the change in the y, and when we're going up 1,000. And then the change in the x, we're going up 2. So let's simplify that to 1,000 all over 2, and then so that will be equal to 500, and what does this look? It's miles per hour. All right, in our next one, we have the number of apples and the cost in dollars. So remember, this is our x and this is our y, and it's always a change in the y over the change in the x. So here I'm going up 2, and the change in the x, I'm going up 5. So let's go ahead and write this in the change in the y. It went up 2 all over in the x, which is 5. And so now, a lot of times we're going to leave things as fractions, except for in this case, we're talking about cost, and you're not going to see a fraction listed when you're talking about money. So let's go ahead and take 2 divided by 5, and I'm going to have 0.4. So let's write this as far as money goes, because it's a cost per apple. So it's going to be then 40 cents per apple. All right, and our last one like this, again, it's the change in the y over the change in the x. I'm going up 2,500. So that's going to be our top number. And then our bottom number, the change in the x, are going up 1. So it's going to be 2,500. That's 2,500, and it looks like we're looking for at money, so dollars per year. All right, in example 3, it says, how do I find the rate of change from a word problem? So it says a copy machine makes 60 copies in 3 minutes. So we're making 60 copies for every 3 minutes. And when we're looking for that rate of change, it's always an out of a 1 minute or a 1 hour or per gallon. So let's go ahead and write this as the ratio of copies all over the minutes. And what I want to do now then is I just want to simplify this. So 60 divided by 3 to find out not out of 3 minutes but out of 1 minute. I would have 20 copies per minute. And in this last one, it says a skate park charges $5 to rent skates and $3 per hour to skate. So this is different than the first one, where we had to find the rate of change in the first one. This one, so let's think about what this would look like as an equation. You're going to pay $5 to rent the skates. So it would be, you're going to pay that one time. And then for every hour you're there, you're going to pay $3 for every hour. Whenever you see this per, you know that you have the rate of change. So our rate of change here then is the $3 per hour. The $5, it means nothing. All that is just the cost that you paid, that you started with. So in this lesson, we took a look at how to find the rate of change from tables, from graphs, and from word problems.